And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarter, most of the time.
And 12. And to give this time to the tailback. Gets past one man. He did it again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A little juke. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play, and that's going to bring up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt taking it in for 14 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Hands it off out of the gun. A nice little juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there out of the running game. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Jones. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
119 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On the and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing through the contact. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, it's Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll try and run for it. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a handoff here to his running back. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. Shifts by him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call. A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Wow, 204 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Juked him. The ball still moving. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew there was...
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garrett Wallow there on the stop. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility. They decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. A beautiful fake. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Able to slither by, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Jacksonville, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Texans,